Hi friends, I'm Aniket and you're watching AVS Desk. In this video, we are going to discuss about C programming language. C programming language is a basic language which you have to learn before learning any programming language. Just like if you want to learn Java, if you want to learn Python or any programming language. The first step is learning C programming language. Then in today's video, we will discuss about history of C language. We will discuss about what is IDE and we will also discuss about different kind of software. And after discussing all this part, we will print our first program, which is Hello World. We write a program for printing Hello World in today's session. Then let's discuss about what is the history of C programming language. The history of C programming language is start from BCPL. BCPL is one of the basic programming language, which means Basic Combined Programming Language. The full form of BCPL is Basic Combined Programming Language, which is developed in 1967 by Martin Richard. Okay, then this is one of the most important questions. If someone asks you that what is BCPL, then you will say that BCPL is one type of programming language which is developed by Martin Richard in 1967. Then let's move the second important language, which is B language. B language is developed in 1969 by Ken Thompson. There is one interesting fact which you should know, that Unix operating system is also developed by Ken Thompson. Then after BCPL and B language, the successor of B language is C language, which is developed by Dennis Ritchie in 1971. Okay, then these all three programming language, which is very important to know, and this is known as history of C language. Then let's move forward and discuss what is IDE. IDE, the full form of IDE is Integrated Development Environment, and which IDE we will use for executing C programming language. Then there is one software which is called Turbo C or C++. Then you have to install Turbo C or C++ in your system for executing C programs. Okay. Then what is exe file? Then exe file is known as executable file. Then let's move forward and discuss some basic terminology of C language. Then there are some basic terminology which you should know. The first term is compiler and interpreter. And what you understand by compiler and interpreter? Compiler and interpreter is one kind of translator. Both are translator, but there is some minor difference between compiler and interpreter. Compiler converts program code to machine code, but the compiler which converts source code to machine code at one time. And if you talk about interpreter is also one kind of translator. But there is one difference between compiler and interpreter, is that compiler converts source code to machine code at one time, but interpreter converts it line by line. Then let's move forward and discuss what is keywords. If you talk about C programming language, then there are mainly 32 keywords available in C language. The keywords are reserved words and its meaning is predefined into compiler. If you talk about all 32 keywords in C programming language, that is integer, if, do, auto, float, else, go to, register, character, switch, continue, extern, double, case, construct, struct, long, break, return, union, sort, default, while, enum, signed, for, size of, type def, unsigned, while, static, and volatile. These are mainly 32 keywords available in C programming language. We cannot use keywords as a variable name and so on. Now let's discuss about what is header file and what is the use of header files. Header files are those files which contain built-in function. We can directly use that built-in function directly by including header files in our program files. Then let's discuss the different type of header files and which header file contain which built-in function. There is mainly two header files, that is studio.h and conio.h. The full form of studio is standard input output, and there is some basic predefined function available in the studio.h, which is printf and scanf. The function of printf is used to printing any text, and if you talk about scanf, the function of scanf is used for scanning any text. Then let's move forward and discuss what is conio.h. Conio.h is also one type of header file, which means console input output. There are more header files which are string.h, graphics.h, window.h and stdlib.h. Then let's discuss and make our first programming language in C language. Then first of all, you have to open your Turbo C++ Windows software. Just double click on it, and you will see the one window will open, in which you have to write some basic code. Then first of all, you have to create one new file. Just click on File, and after that you will click on New. Then one page will be open, and in that page you have to write your first program. Then let's start. First of all, you have to write header file has include studio.h, which means studio means standard input output.h. We are including header file studio in this program. Second line says include conio.h. We are also including our second header file, which is conio, console input output, in this our first program. After that, you have to write void main. Void main is our main function, from where our program start executing. Okay, and after that you have to write clscr. clscr is a basic function which is used for clearing your screen. And after that you have to write your printf function, in which you have to write hello world, because this is one kind of simple program in which we are going to print hello world. After completing your printf function, just you have to write getch. Getch is one kind of character getting function which is used for getting one single character, or you can say that getch hold your screen. So this is our first program in which we have written some 3 or 4 line code. The first code, which means we are including header files in our this first program, and has included conio.h is our second header file, which means console input output. And in third line we have written our main function, which is void main. And after that we have made some curly bracket in which we have written clrscr. clrscr is one type of function which is used for clearing our screen. And after that we have written printf function. Earlier we have discussed about printf function. Printf function is predefined function which comes in studio.h header file, which means standard input output header file. Printf is a part of studio.h, and after that we have written getch. Getch, it is used for getting one single character. Then let's discuss how you can compile your code and how you can run your code in this IDE. And the full form of IDE is Integrated Development Environment. Then first of all you have to compile this code. For compiling this code, you have to go this menu, compile. On the screen, the compile option. You have to click on it, or there is one more option that you can use shortcut for compiling. The shortcut for compiling is Alt F9. You can use both. You can use menu also, or you can use shortcut Alt plus F9. Just you have compiled, and you can see the one pop-up option in which you have lines compiled, warnings and errors. There are lines compiled, which means there are 462 lines which you have compiled, and in warning section there is no warning because we have not made any warnings, or in third section there is errors, which shows there is no error, which means in our first program we have made no error or no any warning. Okay, after successful compiling this code, just we have to run our first program. For running this particular program, just you have to go on run menu, and there you can see the run option. Just you have to click on it. If you want to run directly or if you want to use shortcut, then there is one shortcut also available for running your code, that is Ctrl plus F9. If you press on it, then your program will execute. Okay. And now you can see the hello world is printed on your screen. And that's all. We have printed our first program in C programming language. We have printed hello world. So that's all for today's lecture. In next lecture we will discuss about some other application, just like we will create some simple interest formula, and we will also discuss about what is program control, what is relational operator, what is assignment operator, what is logical operator, and we will also see what is if-else statement. Okay, then that's all for today's class. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe.